Live from the MultiGP headquarters, this is MultiGP News.
This week on MultiGP News, the regional series heating up. 2 finals coming to an end last week. A full breakdown of the races plus interviews with the pilots heading straight to Reno.
Then we're debuting a brand new segment on MultiGP News. Find out which well-known community favorite will be hosting it.
Also, we're heading across the globe to Malaysia, where we'll introduce you to our featured chapter of the week. What's up, everyone? I'm DJ Chris Thomas.
And I'm Frank, Realize Maynard. All this and much more coming up.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's get started with our top stories in this week's Morning Quad. I just got back from one of the biggest events on the East Coast, Flite Fest East, and it was amazing. It started off with some terrible mud and rain, but it really turned into a beautiful day where it was finalized with Beast Mode and Bull FPV just battling out back and forth on UTT1. Had a great time. Thanks for having us again. I look forward to doing it again next year.
Well, that's pretty cool because I was just out at the final, got the chance to go out to the final in Louisiana. Yeah. The MultiGP regional final out there, and it was pretty crazy. There was the hometown favorite, Corey Yates, C-Train, was able to bring it home, and nice. After a big battle with Wes, Are You Ready, who had the top TQ time the whole day, but just got into a couple little crashes, some mid-airs, and it was interesting to see because everybody was rooting for Corey, and it was great to see how it turned out, man. So
I was also rooting for Wes. I saw some amazing times. It's a disappointment that he didn't make it through there, but he's always got the option of UTT. Right? Yeah.
Well, he was flying really good, and I'd like to see him there as well because he deserves it, man.
Yep.
We also were there with some of the chapter organizers from all around Louisiana.
Academia?
No, I think you gotta say it.
Acadiana.
I think you gotta say it.
I know how to say it. Like Louisiana, Acadiana. I've been practicing that word forever. Acadiana. Just wanted that opportunity to say it. So, Sela FPV hosted this race, right?
Sela FPV, yes.
And good.
Pablo and KW Boost, and actually KW Calvin, he got second place. So being a chapter organizer and qualified for the national championship. So congratulations to you as well, man.
Yep. Yeah, so next up, we've got the Scully's 60. It's 60 seconds where Joe Scully is going to be giving you basically what you need to know, whether it's information about an event, tips for pilots, or maybe even a story from the road, all in 60 seconds. What's up, Scully?
Today, we're talking about trolls. Trolls are all over the internet. In fact, if you look at the comments below, you probably see it first and see some trolls. When I say the word trolls, I think of Justin Timberlake. Blue hair, I had the time of my life. Always bringing sexy back. Trolls have really been in our industry since the very beginning. Sean Taylor, Night Fury, posting up his practice and race footage, and people are saying, sped up, sped up. Now he's got his wife doing the same thing, 75 frames per second. Come on, man, we could see that footage off of GoPro. Just joking. I see her footage, I want to throw my sim right out. She's fast. People post up on social media like it's some sort of court of opinion, like we're the collection agents. Like this one dude going, where's my money, man? Where's my money, man? Yeah, that was a Family Guy reference.
Where's my money? You gonna give me my money? Where's my money, man?
I love it. Or another guy says, oh, this place has the worst customer service ever. When we look at all his comments, we can see that he's a troll too. I mean, they're treating the internet like it's some sort of court of opinion. And let's be perfectly honest, those that are reading your social media are your stalker ex-girlfriends and your mom. And you can't do any wrong with your mom. Except with us, you're a troll. When you're posting up on social media, whether it's on your own content or someone else, remember, please, don't be a troll. Be kind. Someone may be going through a battle that you have no idea about. And remember, even if you win a battle on the internet, you're still a loser. I'm Joe Scully, and this has been the Scully 60.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for our 2017 Regional Series final update. Last week, FPV Racing Seattle and Sela FPV held their finals with up to 50 pilots joining forces to race for a shot at the championships.
MultiGP News has a full breakdown of all the racing action, plus some details about the Peachtree Cup coming up.
The pressure was on this weekend for pilots as 2 chapters hosted their regional finals last week. We start off in the Bayou State where Sela FPV kicked off their final, the Deep South Cup, in Louisiana. 25 pilots gathered at Kelly Airfield, held by New Orleans Model Aviation Club, for a shot at 2 coveted spots in the Fast 52 at the MultiGP National Championships.
I'm one of the chapter organizers here at New Orleans for Sela FPV in Louisiana. Today I'm flying the Chendrone's Zoom Pod with a full tilt boogie frame. Winning this regional final would mean to me going out with a bang. This is my last big official race as an organizer, and getting to win it would be like icing on the cake.
The biggest challenge for many of these pilots was trying to get 5 laps every round and mastering the dive gate. The prizes at the event were sponsored by Team Black Sheep, Progressive RC, and SpeedX ESCs. The top 6 pilots taking home these lit up trophies by Patrick Bishop. The MultiGP best 3 out of 5 rounds was the race format. Many were predicting Wes are you ready as the pilot to take down the race after running a few good laps in the beginning and setting the fastest time of the day. Lucas Droner was more focused on consistency rather than speed, trying to get himself in the top 6. KW Boost was running a very consistent race, while Corey C-Train was just smoking the track. After a hard day of competition and several heats later, 6 pilots earned their way to the championships. Here are those pilots.
I didn't think that I was going to win today's race. To be honest with you, after the first 2 heats and mid-airs in the first 2 heats, on the first lap, getting 0 laps in the first 2 heats, having to play it safe basically at that point to finish, I didn't think that I was going to stick around.
Corey and KW Boost, who came in 1st and 2nd, punching their ticket to Reno and snagging some rare MultiGP coins. Meanwhile, the pilots coming in 3rd through 6th, getting into the Super 60.
Well, what I did was I started off in the beginning just trying to finish and get 5 laps. Not push it too hard, not tangle up. We had a lot of fast guys in the heat, and it was just a lot of getting tangled up with other guys, so I just kind of held back and just made sure that I can get a consistent 5 laps for the first 3.
Now moving on to the Pacific Northwest, FPV Racing Seattle held their final, the Great Northwest Cup, in Kennewick, Washington State. Take a look at the slew of sponsors they had at the event. Now the chapter dealt with a few challenges before the race even started. First, a negotiation with the parts department for a suitable location within their budget. Then, a back and forth with the city over contracts. As a result, they had to have a 3-foot by 1,800-foot orange safety net to keep the race active. Fortunately, they were able to get local drone companies to help with the high expenses. In the end, 27 pilots were able to come together to compete at the amazing Columbia Park soccer fields for a shot at the championships. On Friday, a last chance qualifier was held where 8 pilots moved on to the finals. Soon-to-be 14-year-old Sorrel Zero Miller and his dad had a pretty good strategy.
It went really well. It did way better than expected. Once I got my first 5-lap runs, my first 3 5-lap runs, I had like nothing to lose on the 5th one, so I just went for 6 laps and managed to do it.
For Sorrel, the competitors, who were twice his age, didn't intimidate him at all.
Everyone always freaks out when I win, but I had just as good a chance to win as we did.
And how does a young teen feel to be the first to make the 6-lap mark on the finals track?
It definitely feels good. Like, I wasn't expecting any of this, but like, I don't know, since that was just the finals, I mean, I thought the finals were tough competition, so I don't know what's gonna happen at the championships.
For pilot and chapter organizer Cody, racing against Zero was a bit tricky. He had a rough start and didn't have the option to push hard as he needed clean fast 5s or he'd be out of the top 6 altogether. After a long day of racing, 6 pilots earned their way to the championships. Here are those pilots. Meanwhile, preparations are underway for the Peachtree Cup in Atlanta.
I mean, first of all, I think we come and hang out with the other racers in the area. We've got a lot of really great people. The spirit in the community here is awesome. Secondly, there's going to be all-you-can-eat racing for 3 days long. Pilots, even those pilots who have not made the championship final, get a chance to race on the championship track. And then we've got the fun socials, pizza and beer around tiny whoop races. You're welcome to go to our page, and it's www.peachtreecup.net, and check out all the details, all the activities, including accommodation that we have some special deals on.
Remember guys, to win the Emax bounty, you have to log on to the website listed below and register before your regional final. You know, speaking of the Emax bounty, I saw Sorrell won, I think, $700 by not only winning, but running Emax gear.
Yeah, he was running the, I think the ESCs and the Emax motors, 2306, 2400 kV.
Yeah, I built a quad at Flite Fest. Well, actually, Brandon Seuss helped me build a quad at Flite Fest. Running those motors, and they were really, really impressive. A little too fast for me. I got to get used to them.
Well, they must have been a little efficient because, you know, running the 6 laps. I mean, first guy to run 6 laps, that's a big deal right there. So,
for sure.
You know, he broke the mold.
Well, you know, for all of your updated regional series information and a list of upcoming qualifiers or finals, head to multigp.com and click on the Drone Racing Championship tab up at the top. And when we come back, we'll introduce you to our MultiGP chapter in Malaysia. Hear what they have to say about their latest race.
Plus our crashes of the week, so stick around.
Welcome back, everyone. This week, we're taking you to an exotic island in the Far East where we introduce you to MultiGP Malaysia.
Check this out.
We're off to one of the most exotic islands in the world where we introduce you to race director and organizer Adam Lockman from MultiGP Malaysia.
Well, we started in early last year, about March. We had our first event in April last year. A small event, small group event. We were lucky enough to get some good sponsorship, right, to host our next event, which was middle of last year, just before the drone championships. We actually ran our first event, major event, as a qualifying round for that. And then we had another big event in October. Again, same sponsors, very good following. Our second event, which was held in another state, in Johor here, we had about 7,000 visitors over our 2-day event.
Adam typically runs most of the races for MultiGP Malaysia.
I also have a good partner helping us with event management. You see the lovely, fantastic setups we have with the track. Yeah, a lot of help from them. So yeah, good partnerships with very professional people. I have a good team. My race control crew also. I've trained up guys also from my video production side to come in terms of timing and video transmissions and the whole setup. Yeah, but just got a really good crew on board.
After a long day of racing, the track teardown is a process of its own.
Well, I have a little bit of difficulties here with that because not everyone wants to volunteer to help the organizer. Yeah, everyone just wants to fly, right? Then they want to back up and then go home, of course. So, you know, and then because we run over a 2-day weekend too, you know, we set up on like the Thursday, which is a working day. So a lot of people are still at work. You know, we break down on the Monday. And everyone's back at work again too. So basically all the cost sponsorship fundings that we get from the sponsors are all factored in for we actually have a setup crew and also a breakdown crew.
At their latest event, even pint-sized milk made an appearance.
She doesn't speak much. We tried many times to interview her. Yeah, she's very quiet.
And how well does Adam think MultiGP is doing when dealing with chapter organizers around the country?
No, I think it's great. They already had a platform there for us to use. Everything was basically there. I couldn't have asked for anything more, you know. The website support, you know, the chapter setup support. Communication was always, sometimes a little bit of delays on replies and feedback, but always there, always spot on.
You know, MultiGP Malaysia is actually one of the first Asian chapters that was formed for MultiGP, and since then they have been running away with it. Very impressed with all the work they're doing. But now it's time for our crashes of the week. I love this part of the episode. It's always cool to see stuff crash. Not yet.
Yeah, we want to thank everyone who sent us in their crash videos, and keep doing it, keep crashing. It just makes you better, you know? So keep it up, guys. Thank you so much.
And if you would like your crash featured on an upcoming episode, email your videos to news@multigp.com. That's all the time we have for this episode of MultiGP News. Remember, we will post one satisfying show packed with upcoming events, race recaps, and much more every Sunday on our MultiGP YouTube channel. Also, go to eventbrite.com and purchase your Riot International Open tickets. And most importantly, we need volunteers. We need you to come out and spend a week hanging out with us, having a great time, and most importantly, making the largest FPV event ever happen well for all the pilots who are there.
It will be a good time. I can guarantee you that. Anywhere where there's a multi-GP race happening, especially a fun race like this, it's going to be a blast, so you guys don't want to miss it. So finally, we're aiming to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So we want you to remember to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that little bell icon on your YouTube channel so you don't miss an update from us. Finally, I'm Frank Maynard.
And I'm Chris Thomas. Thanks for joining us.
If you like this video, press the like button below, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in being showcased in the next episode of MultiGP News, please contact us at news@multigp.com.